is William Rodriguez. I speak and talking about the things in the central pontine myelinolysis. 1. Definition. Definition of central pontine myelinolysis is a rare neurologic condition. Most often occurs with coordination is the opinotremia. It is the characterized with the damage to the brain regions. Most commonly contain weight to the metastasis after rapid correlation in metabolic dysfunction, such as the hyponatremia. Central pontine myelinolysis was first described in the 1959 by Adams and College in report on the pace wise pseudopopular perceived and quadruple here. 4. For the video, the myelinosis central pontine is the Launce and go to the speak.
Welcome to USMLEFasttrack.com. The section we're going to talk about today is from
First Aid for the USMLE Step 1, 2013 edition.
Page 419.
Central Pontine Myelinolysis. What is central pontine myelinolysis? Central pontine myelinolysis is a condition in which there is acute paralysis, dysarthria, dysphagia, diplopia, and loss of consciousness. This is a condition that can cause locked-in syndrome, and in this there is massive axonal demyelination in the pontine white matter tracts. What is the cause of central pontine myelinolysis? The cause of central pontine myelinolysis is iatrogenic, which means it's physician-induced, and this is caused by overly rapid correction of the sodium levels. So when you correct hyponatremia, you do it very fast, then central pontine myelinolysis can happen.
For more information on this topic, click on the link in the description section below. For a full USMLE Step 1 review, be sure to check us out at USMLEFasttrack.com, where we help you review the entire first aid for the USMLE Step 1 with high quality videos and hundreds of detailed pictures for a better understanding of the material. So to learn from the best USMLE review book, be sure to check us out at USMLEFasttrack.com.
4. Application in medicine. Hyponatremia is definition and serum sodium below 136 mg per liter in response to the decreased serum tonicity extracellular water while mobile in the cells where there is hinged tonicity stored in the process of osmosis. In an attempt to merciless degradation leading to the brain edema. For the video, the patient is the central pontine myelinolysis and the symptoms.
所以现在可以在家里自己刷牙、煮饭，可以啊，可以做工了嘛？OK， 好，放手下来。OK， 现在你走去门那边，走去隔壁，平常走走回椅子那边。
It looks limited. This one? This one? Keep going, keep going.
The mouse also.
Then see his hand, there's a corridor to store here.
Well, pros and cons. The brain is able to reduce and decrease in serum tonicity by several protein mechanisms. One mechanism of the protection is the doors, the displace of the water from the cells in the cerebral spinal fluid. Another mechanism called is the volume regulatory dosing involves the waters in the intracellular solutes and the water trunks ion channels to the reduced brain as well as the neurological brain volume. Cons. With the rapid concentration on hyponatremia, the brain is immediately recover lost mobilities, leading to the dehydration of brain disk and the demyelination of white matter. The main cells affected in the brain are the astrocytes. Reduce the studies in rats model shown the apoptosis and the astrocytes is presented the myelin loss and the was absorbing the weight there 48 and 62 hours after correction for hyponatremia. Go to the video, the complications, the central Pontine myelinolysis.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Graff Radford from the Department of Neurology, and I'll be talking about our upcoming article, Clinical and Radiographic Correlations in Central Pontine Myelinolysis. It will be published in the November 2011 edition of Mayo Clinic Proceedings. Our paper was a retrospective case series of 24 patients with central pontine myelinolysis that were seen at Mayo Clinic in Rochester. Our objective was to determine what clinical and radiographic findings would help determine outcome in these patients. The main finding of our article is that the volume of T2 signal abnormality on brain MRI does not predict outcome in central pontine myelinolysis. Additionally, serial imaging is often needed in patients with central pontine myelinolysis because the initial MRI was normal in a substantial portion of our patients. Lastly, while early reports emphasize universally poor outcome in patients with central pontine myelinolysis, more recent studies have found this is not inevitable. This is consistent with our data where 60% of patients had a favorable outcome. Physicians are often asked to give a prognosis in patients with central pontine myelinolysis because the presentation can be quite catastrophic. The next step for this line of research would be to determine what factors and characteristics do determine outcome in central pontine myelinolysis. The takeaway message of this paper is that in patients with central pontine myelinolysis, brain MRI should not be used when making prognosis. This is important for physicians who take care of patients with central pontine myelinolysis because it will help them avoid making premature, pessimistic prognosis based on extensive radiologic abnormalities. In patients with central pontine myelinolysis who have extensive pontine lesions, they can still have a favorable outcome.
We hope you benefited from this presentation based on the content of Mayo Clinic Proceedings. Our journal's mission is to promote the best interests of patients by advancing the knowledge and professionalism of the physician community. If you're interested in more information about Mayo Clinic Proceedings, visit our website at www.mayoclinicproceedings.org. There you will find additional videos on our YouTube channel, and you can follow us on Twitter. For more information on healthcare at Mayo Clinic, please visit www.mayoclinic.org.
Issue applicable in Ecuador. In Ecuador, the main objective of the central point analysis is treatment and prevention. Several studies have to be conducted to determine the rate and the when sodium should be the correct. Correct recommendations are to the correct sodium not more than 8 and 12 equivalent rate per 24 hours. Another impedance with hyponatremia lasting for 8 hours or the unknown duration. The rate of the sodium correlation on the 6, the 6 or the 8 micrograms per 24 hours. In conclusion, complexity of the CPN can vary from case to the case. Central pontine myelinolysis can have neurologic manifestations should locate in the cerebral and cone and deep. Central pontine myelinolysis was its previous status the fatal, which has the mortality in the 19 on the 100. T is likely because in the initial iteration the diagnosis is toxic. The mortality rate has to decrease in fidelity, which the recent reported studied on starting 24 surrogate rate. Thank you very much.